Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. You probably saw this morning on CNN, if you were watching CNN, that a CNN reporter and his crew got arrested live on TV. This is him right here. Or you probably saw it on social media. Either it was all over Twitter and Facebook and on live TV on CNN. This reporter right here, CNN's Omar Jimenez, former WBAL TV reporter, arrested on live TV by Minnesota police. CNN journalist Omar Jimenez was arrested on live TV Friday morning at a site of protest in Minneapolis by state police, despite identifying himself to officers and asking where he and his crew should move. We can move back to where you like. We are live on the air here. Put us back where you want us. We are getting out of your way. Whatever you want us will get out of your way, Jimenez said before he was led away. Jimenez worked at WBAL TV as a reporter from July 2015 through June 2017. Jimenez crew, including producer Bill Kirkos and photojournalist Lenon Mendez, were also placed in handcuffs and arrested shortly after 5 a.m. Police told the crew they were being detained because they were told to move and didn't, one member of the CNN crew relayed to the network. CNN released a statement saying a CNN reporter and his production crew were arrested this morning in Minneapolis for doing their job despite identifying themselves, a clear violation of their First Amendment rights. The authorities in Minnesota, including the governor, must release the 3 CNN employees immediately. According to CNN, Minnesota governor has apologized to the president of CNN for the arrest of Jimenez and his crew and called the situation unacceptable. Minnesota governor said he is working to get the crew released. Around 7:30 a.m., Jimenez and his crew were released and returned to air shortly after. You can watch and click from CNN's New Day in the tweet below. Warning, there is some profanity. Let's take a look at that video.
Right now, give us a second, guys. We can move back to where you'd like. We can move back to where you'd like here. We are live on the air at the moment. This is the 4 of us. We are one team. Just put us back where you want us. We are getting out of your way, so just let us know. Wherever you'd want us, we will go. We are just getting out of your way when you're advancing through the intersection. So Just let us know, and we got you. And this is a scene here playing out in Minneapolis. This is part of the advanced police presence that we saw come over the course of really minutes when the local police showed up at the fire department, or with the fire department, I should say, on that building we showed you that was burning. This is among the State Patrol unit that was advancing up the street, saying and scattering the protesters at that point for people to clear the area. And so we walked away. I'm sorry?
You're under arrest.
Okay. Do you mind telling me why I'm under arrest, sir? Why am I under arrest, sir?
Okay.
You are arrested and live on CNN. We told you before that we are with CNN.
If you're just tuning in, you are watching our correspondent, Omar Jimenez, being arrested by state police in Minnesota. We're not sure why our correspondent is being arrested.
Hang on 1 second, Allison. Let's listen into what these officers are saying. That is an American television reporter, Omar Jimenez, being led away by police officers. He clearly identified himself as a reporter. He was respectfully explaining to the state police that our CNN team was there and moving away as they would request. And then for some reason, he was just taken in to police custody live on television. I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you, Allison. I just wanted to listen to see if we could hear more from the officers, the state police, as this is going on.
Yeah. We're trying to see what's going to happen, John, obviously, to the rest.
How about that, guys? We were just out here reporting the closure of the streets. Omar was just arrested. I believe they're about to, we're all about to be arrested. That's our producer.
Our CNN producer is being...
I'm probably going to be taken in a minute.
Our CNN camera crew and our producer are being arrested right now on live television in handcuffs.
I've never seen anything like this.
Why, guys,
Allison.
Why are you arresting us? We're just passing along the message, your message. I'm telling you, we're just out here doing our job as well as you are. We can do that. Can you tell me what are... Okay. I'm being arrested now. Can I put the camera down?
If you're just tuning in, this is our camera crew, our CNN camera crew, being arrested by the Minneapolis State Police. We believe the camera is now on the ground because our cameraman has been handcuffed. Our correspondent, Omar Jimenez, was also led away in handcuffs, as was his producer. They were standing where they were told to stand previously by police. They were out of the way. We don't know why they're being arrested. They're not being given any explanation, as far as we can hear, for why they're being arrested. We don't know why they're being handcuffed and led away. They are allowed to be reporting on the unrest that's happening right now, but for some reason the state police have decided that they need to be under arrest.
And just to be clear, Allison, having been in the middle of protests like this, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. The camera is being walked away now. I don't know if this camera is still in the hands of our photojournalist or whether the police officer... Yeah, this is the police carrying our camera right now, frankly not aware that it's still rolling. We have been listening in, and our team there has not been given any explanation for why they have been taken into custody. And I just want to be clear, if you were watching what Omar was saying and listening to his reporting, he was explaining what had happened over the last few hours and how law enforcement was arriving on the scene and how they had dispersed the crowds largely and how for the first time there was order in the scene. Nevertheless, taken into custody, our camera now on the ground, still rolling, still capturing these live images. We're going to keep on listening to this camera. Josh Campbell, who I believe is not yet under arrest. Hang on one second. All right. The police are now saying they're being arrested because they were told to move and didn't. Now, we were on the air the whole time. Lionel, our photographer, who still has communications with us, told us they had been arrested because they were told to move and didn't. If you were watching, you can see our team was very respectful to the law enforcement presence as it moved through the area.
Okay, there you go on the situation that happened this morning today. You probably saw it all over social media today and things. Again, we can tell you that they are released from being arrested. The governor of Minnesota apologized to the president of CNN for the arrest of the CNN reporter and his crew. And that does it for this evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Have a great evening. See you back here tomorrow for more news reports. Good night and bye, everyone.